Hello, I'm Helen Garratt, Associate Vicar at St Peter's Church in Brighton. We're a city centre church in the heart of a busy, diverse and vibrant city. And I'm really pleased to be introducing Emily Roe to you. She's going to be ordained at the beginning of July and then come to join us as curate at St Peter's. Emily, it's great to see you again and to have a chat today. Can you tell us a little bit about your story and how you came to this point in life and in your relationship with Jesus?
So I am Emily. I am a wife married to James, who is also getting ordained at the same time. And we have three wonderful children. I had a bit of a rough start of my sort of late teens, early 20s. I had been a heroin addict. It had meant that I'd been homeless for some of that time, had sort of for 5 years sort of had this other life, really, and it was a life of brokenness, but it was one that I was set free from through encountering the love of Jesus in quite a powerful way. And it was actually like a miracle. I was sort of set free from my addiction to heroin, and sort of went on a journey of discovery of who God was, that would care for someone like me who didn't really deserve anything like that, anything good, because of all the things I'd done and how I was living. So that journey sort of led me into a faith, and I came to faith during doing an Alpha course, and that was really amazing. As I sort of like journeyed in my faith, I just really wanted to. I just wanted to be a missionary. That was all I had in my head. That was what Christians did. They went and they told people about Jesus, and so I started sort of like that journey, and was working overseas, just telling people about Jesus and ministering in that way, using healthcare and things like that. So then I met James, and we decided to get married. We then had some time in China where we served together. But before we actually went to China, as we were preparing, getting everything ready to go, I was at a conference, a Christian conference, and there was just this. I was walking past this place, and it was on the fence. It said, "Come in and talk about ordination." And I just began to get a stirring in my heart that actually maybe it wasn't just James that was called to ordination, and it might be me as well. And it was interesting timing, because obviously we were all set and ready to go. So I knew it wasn't for that moment. That was in 2012. But God began sort of that whispering in my heart, and I began to think, oh, I think there's something in that.
And as you sort of contemplate the start of ordained ministry, what do you sense are some of the challenges for the church today?
One of the challenges would be, actually, it's very easy to do things for God, set up things, help people, but we're doing them for God, and forget actually to be with God in the process of are doing the things coming out of that intimate relationship with God, but also not forgetting. I think the challenge would be to not forget the power of the gospel to transform people's lives.
Thank you. That's great. Now you're moving down with the family from Worcester, aren't you, into Brighton? So you're not a local person at the moment. No. And as you prepare for all that move and you prepare for ordination, how can we be praying for you?
I think something that would be good would just be to finish well here. Obviously, I don't want to rush into the next thing when I'm still here, and that I could just give my all while I'm still here. But also just for the family, when you move three small children into a new school, our two eldest this will have been their fourth primary school, because of how our life has been with moves and different things, and just that actually as a family we would settle well. We're leaving our support, as in grandparents here, and just God says that when we give these things up, he sort of gifts like other people to be those people in our lives. Obviously they won't take their place, but actually to be our support network, and that we would make friends and the children would make friends, and it would be just really good landing in a new place.
We're very much looking forward to welcoming you all into Brighton, into the church family at St Peter's, and into the Diocese of Chichester as well.